more anger throughout the country. Putting the budget into effect is a key part of the international bailout meant to drag Ireland out of its massive debt. The $8 billion plan will slash welfare payments and jack up income taxes. Ireland's finance minister calls it the answer to the, quote, worst crisis in Irish history.
They are scum dogs! They are cheats!
While MPs voted inside Parliament, Irish citizens voiced their anger and concern outside the iron gates. They're concerned that these tax hikes will hit the poorest hardest. Critics say this plan will only sink the country further into debt. Well, when bad economic times hit Ireland, people leave looking for a better life somewhere else, and historically, that has included Canada. In the most famous exodus, hundreds of thousands fled starvation brought on by the Great Irish Potato Famine of 1847. Many boarded so-called coffin ships for the United States, but Canada was closer and the ticket cheaper, so some of the sickest and poorest headed here. They were quarantined in a hospital on Quebec's Grosse Île, where thousands died and remain buried to this day. Through the years, Irish immigration has ebbed and flowed with the economic times. When recession hit in the 1980s, the Irish poured out. But a decade later, when the economy boomed, immigrants flooded into the country. But now, with about a third of people under the age of 25 out of work, another exodus is underway. And for many, Canada is once again on the ticket. You know, as many as 70,000 Irish people have left the country this year alone, and about 3,000 to 4,000 of them have ended up in Canada. Now, one of those economic refugees is 25-year-old Jonathan Byrne. He arrived in Toronto 2 months ago, armed with a master's degree in structural engineering, but no job. Video journalist Jim Lagajanis met up with him to talk about the recent wave of young Irish immigrants to Canada.
I didn't go to college for 7 years to hang around and claim benefits. Started college to get a job, like I'm 25 years of age now, and you know, if I don't start working now, where will I be in 5 years' time? My name is Jonathan Byrne. I come from Ireland in a place called County Louth, just north of Dublin. I'm a structural engineer. Came here 7 weeks ago, and came over here from Ireland to look for work in engineering, and I came in here one day to get food. I met Ash, who's Irish, and she said she's looking for a dishwasher for 2 days a week, and I'm doing this until I get some work in my field. I just do whatever I can to survive here. Like, I've been here 7 weeks now, enjoying it. At least I'm working, not like I was at home. There's 10 or 15 people I know from Vancouver, Montreal, New Brunswick. There's no choice to come over here. I have friends that have mortgages at home and has to pay for it from over here because they can't work. I come out of college, fully qualified, with a good degree, with a lot of money spent, and the first thing I do is draw benefits from the government. Like, and then there's so many of us leaving right now with professions, and the government aren't doing anything to keep them in the country. So Ireland has now lost the next generation of professionals. Between 22 to 30, there's a major gap not there.
With a fistful of money and a carload of dreams. Take your time, said me father. Stop a rushing like hell, and remember all is not.
We all know each other. All the Irish over here knows each other. We're a tight community, like.
So you're not feeling homesick? You hoping to go home?
No, man. I don't want to go home anytime soon. Like, I'm here for the long haul if I can get it. I have a lot of people in there that are pretty similar to me, you know, not far from home. And it's a better life out here, far better life out here.
I was feeling so happy.
1,500 one-year work travel visas have been granted to young Irish people this year, including Jonathan, but it's believed there are many more of them in the country who have arrived as tourists and are working without visas. Okay, some sad news out of the U.S. today. After a long battle with cancer,